right, we're going to jump right in. This is video 4 in the makeup series, Makeup 101. If you have not watched the previous 3 videos, let me suggest you do that because we went over skin prep, eyebrows, and foundation application, and how to discover your undertones. Now we're talking about concealer, how to apply it, where to apply it, and why should we apply it. All right, so go ahead and subscribe, do all the things so you'll know when I upload the next video after this one, because there's a few more to come. All right, so concealer is one of those things that can also be a little tricky, trying to discover which one is the right one for you. Now, very much like foundation, because honestly, concealer is just foundation. It's exactly like foundation. It's made from the exact same process. It is foundation in a smaller bottle. But concealer tends to be a little thicker and a little bit more pigment concentration. And it's that way on purpose because it's designed to conceal areas that are a little bit more difficult. You may have hyperpigmentation, dark circles, scars, things of that nature that you want to cover. And foundation usually don't do the job completely, depending on how severe those things are for you. But with concealer, we can, conceal those areas. So the concealers I'm going to be using for this demonstration will be the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I love these, especially being drugstore. I believe they're like $8. And yeah, very, very pigmented, sits well on the skin, at least my skin. For me, again, you're free to use whatever product you like. But like I've said in the previous videos, all the products I'm using in this series will be drugstore because I want everyone to be able to afford to do their makeup and have access to products. And you can pretty much buy these anywhere. All right. So the first thing I do when I look for a concealer is I find a concealer that's closest to my shade and undertone. Pretty much one that's very close to my foundation color. As you can see, this one right here, I don't know the name of it because it's all rubbed off and I don't remember it. Okay, but as you can see, this one pretty much matches my skin tone and foundation. All right, this is a necessity. And then I have one that's in my undertone. I am a warm undertone, but I find a shade that's about a whole shade to a shade and a half lighter than my skin shade, my foundation shade especially. All right, because I'm going to use this color to highlight my face. All right, but it is warm. Both of these are warm undertones. If you are warm undertones in your foundation, you want to make sure that your concealers are also warm undertones. If you're a cool undertone foundation, then you want to make sure your concealers are cool as well, and neutral, the same thing. All right, keep it all in the same undertone family. Now I'm going to take the concealer that's closest to my skin shade. I'm trying to use the right terms here. Shade, tone, they all mean differently. If you have dark circles, and depending on how severe they are, then I would suggest that you may need to do a corrective measures. Now, this video is not going to show you how to correct because that's where you need to go in and neutralize. Now, I will do a separate video on how to correct if you have very, very severe dark under eyes, and even if you have dark scars or hyperpigmentation you're trying to cover. Let me know if you need that video in the comments. Say correct video, correction or something like that in the comments. Let me know that you need a video on how to properly correct those types of problems. But if you're just pretty kind of like not that bad, and you can tell if once you put your foundation on, if most of that darkness or hyperpigmentation is pretty much neutralized, not peeking through too bad, you might be okay with not correcting. Okay, so I am going to take the concealer that closely matches me, And I'm just going to place it right here, okay? Right in this little cavity on my face, okay? I'm not doing too much. I'm not wiping. I'm not glopping. I'm just putting it on the area that I absolutely need it, okay? Very, very important. Now for me, this is going to help conceal my under eyes. I don't have very severe under eye darkness, but this is going to do the job for me. Now I do have a little hyperpigmentation over top of my lips. You may not see it too much now because I do have foundation on, and the foundation pretty much took care of it. But you know, sometimes you can see it if I'm taking pictures, things like that. So I like to just go in with a little bit of extra defense against that and just apply a little bit to these areas like so. Okay, not too much. The next thing is I'm going to take the concealer that's about a shade to a shade and a half lighter than my skin tone, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to apply it like this to the highs of my cheekbones. As you can see, it's right there. This is going to help me brighten this area of my face. I'm going to put it right here on my chin. Okay. And I'm going to put just a little bit right here. Now I'm putting my concealer on this way. What this does, it helps bring structure to my face. And what I'm trying to do is set up my face so that it looks more balanced. It's going to mimic as if the sun and the light is properly following me. You know, like I'm an angel. That's what it's going to do. And it's gonna highlight my face. It's gonna make my features a little bit more prominent. And that's why we place our foundation, especially the lighter foundation, in the areas that we do. Now, the foundation that's more closely to my skin tone is more for concealing, all right? More for covering darkness. Now, I would not put this light concealer underneath my eyes in those areas. Why? Because it's going to make those areas look more ashy and more prominent, especially if it's darkness. You know, it's not going to neutralize that area. So if you've been putting your concealer on and it's closer to this shade and you notice that it makes your under eye bags or darkness look more ashy, more pronounced, then that's because it doesn't belong there. You need a neutralizing one. But I'll do another video on how to neutralize under eye darkness. But this is where you properly place your concealer. Now, I'm going in with a medium-sized concealer brush by the same brand that I talked about in the previous video about how to apply your foundation. I will have these brushes in the link in the description of this video or in the link in my bio in my Amazon store list. All right, now we've talked a little bit. Now I was doing that on purpose because I'm allowing my concealer to dry down a little bit. All right, now this is really key because it really helps that concealer to really adhere to your skin the way it needs to and keeps it from moving. If your concealer is a little bit on the wet side, then you definitely want that concealer to just sit a little bit and dry down a little bit. It makes it a lot easier to work with and not smear everywhere. Now I'm going to take my setting spray, give it one shot, wave it a little bit, pat it a little bit and get the excess off. And I'm going to blend it in. Now if you notice, I am not rubbing this product. I am following with gentle tapping and pressure. When I say gentle, I'm not talking about like gentle. I'm talking about you are gently pressing. You're not hurting yourself. Okay, but you are using a little bit of pressure, a little gentle pressure to push that product into the skin. Okay, spray again. And now, got that off, a little too wet. And now we're going to just work that product, the lighter concealer, into the mix. Now, if you notice, I am not taking this product and running it underneath my eyes so aggressively. I am working it and I'm blending it. And then I take whatever's left and I work it underneath my eyes. That's very strategic and on purpose, okay? When you see people taking product and just slopping it on underneath their eyelids, just know they're setting themselves up for a lot of creasing, okay? Now, everybody under eyes are different, okay? Some people have more or less skin. I have, some creasing, but that's kind of natural. It's not necessarily wrinkles. It's just how my eyes are made. All right. It has these creases. All right. And our faces, they move, they scrunch, all those things. So when you go in and just layer product underneath your eyes like that, you're setting yourself up for severe creasing. So I always tell people, work your way up. All right. Use only what you need. Now I am taking whatever's left on the brush and I'm just blending everything in across my eyelid. I'm just going to make everything look uniform. All right. Now we're just going to repeat. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Same thing on the other side. Applying gentle pressure. We're not swiping. We are stippling. We are pushing. All right. Spray the brush. Tap it if you need to. And we're working the product. And I'm graduating that product underneath my eyes. If you don't walk away with anything but that one concept, that one technique is to graduate your product up and not just start there and work your way down, you will use less product and your under eyes will thank you. You will have less creasing. Okay, less. I'm not going to promise you won't have any, because products that promise that you won't have creasing at all is conditional. It's conditional, depending on how your face is constructed. It is very, very conditional. Okay? Everybody don't have smooth under eyes. All right. That's that. And we're going to simply do that for the entire rest of this concealing process. Okay? And I love using setting spray because setting spray just melts your makeup into your skin and make it look so natural. Because honestly, you want your makeup to look like it's coming from within, that is naturally you and not just something that you put on. Sometimes I think people put so much makeup on that it looks like a sticker. It feels like you can just go over there and just peel it off. We don't want that. I mean, if that's your vibe, go with it, girl. Go with it and go with God. All right, we're almost done with this process. And just be patient. Patience is key with makeup. I know we all don't have enough time in our lives to do everything we want. But once you get the hang of these processes, you'll see that it doesn't take that long. Now, if I was in a hurry to do my makeup, I would use a bigger brush. As a matter of fact, I probably would just grab my foundation brush and just start blending things in if I was in a hurry. So if you are in a hurry and the smaller brush is just taking too long, you can grab that medium-sized foundation brush and work that product, okay? Now that we got that all worked in, I will be taking my foundation brush and I'm going to go back over the outer edges of this concealer and make sure I get it all blended out. Because what I don't want is have these defining lines of demarcation where my concealer starts and ends. We do not want that. So I'm just going to go and I'm just going to blend it in. Okay? Blend it all in. Make it look nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to take a little Q-tip here because if you see any areas that's kind of pooling, and I got a little bit in the corner of my eye here, I'm going to take a Q-tip and I'm just going to clean that out like so. And that is basic concealer application 101. All right, let me know if you learned something today in this video. Let me know in the comments. Again, I will do a video on color correcting because I know a lot of you may be dealing with dark circles or severe hyperpigmentation and you really want to know how to correctly conceal that, okay? Because sometimes going in with your regular concealers just won't do it all, okay? So if you're interested or feel like you need that video, let me know in the comments and I will make one for you. So I hope that you enjoyed. Make sure you, again, subscribe and hit that notification bell because the next one is coming and we're going to be talking about contouring. All right, contouring and sculpting and what is the difference. All right, so I will see you in the next video.